Coming towards my camera is one of the biggest males in the forest of central India. This is undoubtedly one of the best places in the world to experience wild tigers. And I wanted to start my journey from here. As he stepped on my tire treads, my heart skipped a beat. I could almost smell him. I wanted to feast my eyes on him for as long as I can.
But for how long? Because the truth is that the Indian tiger is dying. Its prey and habitat are being destroyed. It's been killed for his skin and bones. Take a look.
In the last 10 years, over 700 tigers have been killed in the Indian forests. Sariska has been finished. All the tigers poached.
In the last 30 years of me working with tigers, there's never been a more severe crisis. But the crisis comes from absolutely low-grade governance.
In Panna, more than 20 tigers may be missing or dead, all between 2002-2004.
The response of government, central government and the state government is unbelievable. It's like breaking your head on the brick wall.
In Ranthambore, where the tigers are made legends in several films and books, are today struggling to make a life.
When a species is down to its 4 or 5% of its original range, in many areas it will go.
Many tiger reserves are under mining threat, threats of power plants, dams, commercial plantations, and insurgency.
30% of the Project Tiger areas are not under our administrative control. And you calculate, even today, 40% of our areas are not within our physical control. How do we manage tigers?
In the last 20 years, I've been filming the Indian forests. I've never seen the tiger face such a huge crisis. But how did this happen? In the next 60 minutes, I will undertake a journey through the tiger's terrain, meet the people and the issues confronting this animal, and map for you the story of how the tiger is being systematically killed in this country. In Tiger, the Death Chronicles. I think we are living in very precarious times, very dangerous times in terms of ecology and human survival. And tiger is, I feel, an icon of our age. It's not just an Indian animal. It's a window to look at what's going on our earth. It's like a jaguar in South America, or maybe a lion in Africa, or a giant panda in China. So these are these are iconic animals across the world, and in turn each of these animals hold a whole forest system, a whole community system together. In India, a tiger would be on the top, and it would hold all these animals and people and forest and economies and cultures together. So if you understand the tiger in a wider sense like this, then we realize if tiger is in danger today, then the whole community of people, the whole country is very precariously placed. I feel, like I said in Earth Vision also, that Japanese culture is a very old culture, like Indian culture. And today we need to delve into our culture, into our customs, into our traditions, and find answers for this crisis. Because I don't think the modern day world with his gizmotic technology and all the money, and it's not been able to find answers. I mean, today we are standing precariously close to disaster. So obviously the modern technology and minds and science necessarily hasn't found the correct answer. So I think it should be a mix of modern science and technology and tradition. So Japanese people and cultures, I think, should certainly show the way into delving, by delving into their tradition and cultures. And I think, more in kind of to-do kind of a thing, what should we do? I think Japanese children school children should write to the Prime Minister of India to save the tiger, because the Prime Minister is also the Environment Minister of our country. All effort should be made to put pressure on the Government of India to understand that this is a real crisis, and not just about putting in more funds, that also is important, but to think on a wider scale, to do a cross-sectional debate, get other points of view. People from different sectors should talk about tiger, and not just a few experts should talk about the tiger. I think these are the kind of things, if Japanese people and children can put forward to the Government of India, to the people of India, I think it will be a great support for the tiger. Yeah. So what do we do to get the tiger back to us, to make it survive and safe? Make the authorities answerable, make the state accountable. With this new right to information, ask questions. Ask why the expenditure on tiger conservation in this country has actually reduced even after the Siriska. Ask why does the Tiger Conservation Authority doesn't have a single tiger ecologist. Ask how long will these forests of India will be rampantly written off to miners. Ask how long will this tiger genocide last? Till the last tiger is alive? Tigers don't have a vote. Give it a voice. Give it its last chance to survive.